Okay, am I in now? Maybe. Possibly. Oh, what a palaver. Palavi lava. Okay. Let's start again. And yes, I'm sorry, I need the ice pole. I am melting. Hello, Miss Natalie. Thank you, my dear. Beany is fast asleep on her bed. Hello, Miss Sharon. Good evening. And welcome in, Zara. Okay, let's get the live started properly, shall we? Thanks, YouTube, for messing me up once again. Really appreciate it. Yes, Friday. Friday. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I cannot actually remember if I charged the microphone up. So I'm really, really hoping. Today, I'm going to try and do the usual 2 hours. It might only be an hour. I don't know. I'm extremely tired. I'm hurting a lot. And I'm very, very hot. Hence, ice pole. Sorry. Anyway, welcome in to the live people. And I'm so sorry that you had to come over. I'm hoping that either Karen or Zara have gone into the old one and told them this is here. I'm hoping. So let's go up to the top of the chat and we'll see who's in. Okay, so Natalie, Silverwings Crochet is in. And a good evening to you, Miss. Sharon Sutcliffe is in, saying hello to moi and the Bean, who is currently asleep in a horseshoe shape on her bed in the other room. But Sharon also says hello to everybody in the chat. So I'm hoping some people will say hello back to Miss Sharon. Please. Miss Sarah, welcome in. Miss Sarah also says hello to myself and everybody coming in. So please say hello to Miss Sarah. Good evening, Perp. That's Knitting Purple. She says hello, Ladybird, and beautiful Beany. She might just be ignoring me on principle. Hello, Miss Snaily. Crafty SnailMum. She says hello, everyone coming in. So please say hello to Crafty SnailMum. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Beany, with the wavies and the and a hug. Evening, Snaily. Karen, there you are. Here I is. Blummin' YouTube again. Blummin' YouTube. I'm looking blurry. It's on focus. I'm focused. Is it your eyeballs? Yeah, it's focused. Natalie says YouTube needs to sort itself out. I think it needs a good sorting out. It needs a good kick in the hiney is what it needs. I mean, I was running late anyway by a couple of minutes because I forgot to get myself a cup of tea. So I started the live and then went and finished my cup of tea, like finished brewing the bag. And then came in here and it was still black. And I'm like, what is going on? I don't know if you guys heard me or not, but it wasn't fun. Welcome in, Miss Jo. That's Jo Speakman. Welcome in, Madame. And Miss Riggles. Hello to you, Miss Riggles. That's Barbara Wriggle Baker. Zara, thank you very much. Welcome in, Nancy. Frenchie's Fibre Files. She says hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Snaily said, yeah, see, it's Karen's eyeballs. Maybe she's stressed. Snaily says I'm not blurry. We'll go with Snaily. There's nothing else I can do now because it's on autofocus, so. Did I miss the prayers? I know that the command was dropped. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Let me pin it to the top. Okay, hopefully it's pinned up there. We have the people who are in need of thoughts and prayers. I.e., if you're religious, please spare a prayer or two for anyone up here. And if you're not religious like me, it doesn't stop you thinking of others. And whether you're cleaning out that miscellaneous drawer or throwing out old food out the freezer, it can still be a point at which you can think of somebody else and hope that they can get through whatever they're going through right now. So if you could, please do. Question of the live. Okay, this only came to me today. I actually changed the question because I was absolutely blooming ecstatic today. But I'm going to finish my ice pole. Hang on. Right, now that's out of here. Gone. Finished. No more slurping. Well, not of ice poles anyway. So the question of the live is, what smell takes you immediately back to a time aged under 20? For me, like I said, ecstatic. Absolutely blooming well chuffed. And I'm going to be calling on anybody who lives in England for this one. Because I'm going to need help getting some. So I was in the next town over today. And I wanted to go and grab myself some body spray and some antiperspirant while I was waiting for the bus. Anything to cut time. And I was umming and ahhing and umming and ahhing. And because I'm so picky with smells, well, my body is picky with smells. I was finding it really, really difficult. And I was extremely annoyed that all the antiperspirants had aluminium in them. That really angered me. And so I kind of brushed that aside, turned myself to the body sprays and was like, musk, ugh, floral, ugh, orchid. Ugh. It went like that for a little while. And at one point, I was so flipping hot and I just went, ugh. And as I was coming back, top shelf, as slim as can be, was a familiar colour. And I went, no way. And I picked it down. And okay, now granted, if you're in a different country, I'm sure they have this, but it'll be different named. But there was a body spray by the brand Impulse. And it is the scent O2, which is a lime greeny coloured thingy. Impulse O2, I would douse myself in so much because it worked for my skin. Like, it worked miracles. It smelled amazing just as a spray, but on my skin, oh my word. You know how, like, you can say, oh, I like that perfume. What is it? Oh, I'll get myself some. And then you spray it on yourself and ooh, I don't really like it. Because your skin, it's got chemicals in it and stuff. And Impulse have bought out at least 2, it's not even quite marks, throwback scents Yes, I can't remember what the other one was. I couldn't care less what the other one was that was next to it. O2 was it. Immediately it was like, oh yeah, Lisa's on the pull. Yep, Lisa's getting the attention. Yep, I smell good. I look good. I'm good. I was so chuffed. So I grabbed myself a couple because there were only 2. And now I'm like, I have no idea how to get any more, but I need to get more. As it's back now, I want more. I want more. I want more. So I'm willing to pay. They're about £1 each, roughly. Or at least these were £1. So I'm guessing they're not going to be any more than £1.20. But I want. So anybody in the UK, if you see Impulse O2 in a lime green thingy, please, I will pay you happily. I love it. Anyway, that's my thing. That's my throwback smell. And breathe. Zara says hello to everyone coming in, so please say hello to Miss Zara. Miss Frenchie is giving hugs and waves, like wave, hug, wave. Karen says, I can't go into the old one anymore to put the link to the new live. Oh, I don't see the old live. Oh, did I delete it? I can't even look. Oh, I might have deleted it. That was clever of me. Sorry, ladies. Miss Ivy B creates. Welcome in, Miss Ivy. Ivy, did you get the email? She got her butterfly, and she's doing a video today, I believe, if you're still here. I'm very jealous. Very jealous. Very, very pretty. Ivy says, hello, Lisa and everyone. Happy Friday. Please say hello to Miss Ivy, because Miss Ivy is saying hello to everyone. So she hopes to get a hello from all of you guys back. Please. Karen says, Lisa, in the first live, Joe gifted a membership to Riggles. Oh! I hope Mr. Joe came back over. Ooh! Well, if you are over here, Mr. Joe, thank you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how Riggles feels about it, but thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Have you guys seen all his wedding pictures? Have you? Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe got married, remarried. Vows properly renewed in a church, proper marriage. On Tuesday? What day are we on? 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. Yeah, Tuesday. There you go. Sharon's saying hello to Snaily. Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad somebody did. Natalie says, question of the live. The smell of shoe polish reminds me of going to get my shoes done by my great-granddad at his shed door. He always tried to teach me, but I smell the polish. You know, I remember the days of getting my school shoes and properly polishing them. Getting the black polish on a rag after you've cleaned the shoes, putting it all over, wiping it in, then getting a different cloth, rubbing it in, and then afterwards getting a different cloth and buffering it. My granddad taught me that. These days, I think it's really, really, really rare, unless somebody's got like a pair of Brokers or something. It's really rare that you get that. You can still get shoe polish. I mean, I wouldn't go around sniffing it, but it's a nice little memory. Riggles says her answer to the question of life is a fresh, naturally fertilized fields. Oh, I got one for that as well. As we had cows and pigs, chickens and rabbits on our farm. When I was coming back on the bus, it's the first time in ages. I was sat there and I was like, oh, I know that smell. You know, in my head, I'm like, oh, I know that smell. And then when there were 3 elderly women who were kind of next to me, oh, can you smell that pond? Oh, it's the fields. They're doing the fields. They're fertilising them. Oh, it stinks. Oh, it smells. Hold your nose. And I'm sitting there going, I love it. I love the smell. I so wanted. I mean, I was giggling to myself, but they're all going, oh, it stinks. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, I feel so sorry for the people that live around here. And I was thinking, oh, I wish I could smell that more often. So, Riggles, I am so there with you. I don't know why, but fertilised fields and cow silage, I love it. I don't know why. I love it. I love it. Miss Rita, welcome in, Miss Rita. Linus Designs, Rita. She says, there you are. Hi, everyone. She's saying hello to everyone. Please say hello back to Miss Rita. She says, and Lisa is tempting me with Mr. Freeze again. Not fair. I'm on the bus. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm so hot, Rita. I'm so hot. It's the only thing that cools me down for a very short time. But I think it's only like 5 calories per ice palm, I think. But either way, I need it. Joe says, I think I had said hello to everyone in the other, but hello to anyone I missed and to Ladybird. That's to Miss Joe. So I'm not seeing very many people saying hello back to these people that are saying hello to everyone. Miss Joe has said hello to everybody in here, includes you. You. Please say hello back to her. Please. And Mr. Joe's done it again. Who's he given it to? Miss Ivy. Mr. Joe has gifted a membership to Miss Ivy again. Thank you very much, Mr. Joe. That's the second one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Again, I don't know how Ivy feels about it, but I appreciate it, so thank you. Karen says, okay, all clear. I just refreshed it. Okay, we're good. It wasn't your eyeballs then. It's good. I'll have the other one in a minute. Oh, it got stuck on my tongue. Scrolling down, up, I mean, not down, because I've jumped. Got tablets stuck on I mean, the tablet is gone, but you know, the little fizzes on the back of my tongue. Scrolling down. Natalie says, congrats for the gifting by Joe. Thank you for expanding the troop a little more. Oh dear. Scrolling down. Joe says vanilla. Vanilla? Ice cream? Ice bowl? Tea? Coffee? Vanilla? The flower? I'm clueless. What's with the vanilla? Doris Artman. Welcome in, Miss Doris. Nice to see you back. She says hi again. Hugs to everyone. And a purple heart. Welcome in, Miss Doris. Welcome in. She's back. Fairy! She says, hello, hello! That's Fairy Phelan. Welcome in, welcome in. And we have Eddie in as well. Wow, we're getting some peoples. Hello, Mr. Eddie. He says, hello, Ladybird. How are you? Not doing too bad. Kind of. I'm tired. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm very, very hot. But I'm alive. I'm moving. Sort of. I mean, I'm not moving very far in the sofa right now, but, you know. I've been moving through today, so I've got to be grateful for something. Scrolling down. Sharon, wow, they've brought O2 back. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about then? Yes, O2 is back. I mean, okay, it's probably going to be like, you know, limited time only, which is why I want to get hold of as much as I possibly can, because I know how devastated I was when it was discontinued. I was so gutted. But hang on a second. Hang on. I'm going to disturb the bean. Good thing is you can still hear me. Oh, you're awake. You watching the birdies? You watching the birdies? Watching the birdies? I may as well show you, just as proof, because I know you're thinking that I'm a liar. Impulse. O2, hang on. Let's see if we can get it to... which way are we going? We're going that way. Impulse Throwback. Lemon and Freesia. O2. Love it. This live is not sponsored by O2, by the way. Gosh, I wish it was. Oh my gosh. This is hormones in a can. Scrolling down, Perp says, well, watch out for it. Please do. Like, seriously, if I can get, like, I don't care how many, I just want to get as many as I possibly can, because I'm just blooming thrilled it's back. So thrilled. I mean, it doesn't even say how long or that it's limited edition. It just says throwback. But them was the days. Scrolling down, Rita says, it reminds me to go to our green shop and buy my Lavendel deodorant in spray. It is so good. Lavendel. It's a kind of a Frenchy sounding name. Well, maybe not at all. It might be completely and utterly Norse or Swedish or Indonesian, I don't know. Just going with it. I'd completely forgotten you were in. Do you know what? Okay, this is going to sound weird, Eddie. Bless your heart. I don't want to alarm you, but a couple of weeks back, I had a weird dream with you in it, and you were serenading a plant. I can't remember the type of plant, but you were serenading the plant, and I could not think properly where you were from, and I couldn't pick the accent. I don't know whether my dream screwed it up or what. Couldn't pick the accent. So the fact that you just said to Karen, I'm over here in Ireland, I'm like, oh yeah, plant, green, Ireland, duh. Maybe you were singing to a shamrock, I don't know. It was weird though. Not unpleasant, just weird. Sharon says, I'll have a look when I go back to work in a week's time. Please do. Karen says, never heard of that stuff. Like I said, over in America, it'll be branded as something else because I'm sure it's Johnson & Johnson. No, it isn't. It's Unilever. So it is worldwide, even though this is made in the UK. I know Unilever's worldwide. Scrolling down, there says, it said the live was made private. Oh, the old one or this one? This one's definitely public, for sure. For sure, I think. It ought to be, because I'm guessing people are coming and going. Mr. Eddie says hello to everybody in the chat. Please, please, please welcome Mr. Eddie in. Say hello to him. Our resident guitarist, singer. Just enclose it in musician, shall we? So the question of the live is... Give me a second. I've lost it again. Where am I? Where am I? I've jumped. I've jumped, and not in an energetic type of way. There we go. Question of the live. Okay, so if you are willing to answer the question of the live, what smell takes you immediately back to a time before you were 20 years old? Whether that takes you right back to being a toddler, whether it takes you back to, oh, I remember my 18th birthday because of this smell. Whatever it is, what was it? What's that smell? Most of the time, smells just conjure memories up so quick. So what comes immediately to mind when you smell blah, 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 that takes you back to 20 or younger? Mr. Joe says, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Mr. Joe, welcome in. That's Garden State Gardener. IVC says, yes, ma'am. Oh, I hate the ma'am. Makes me feel so old. Miss Scraptastic Amanda. Welcome in, Miss Amanda. Good evening to you. She says, hello. How's everyone? Let Amanda know how you are. Tell her that you're having a bad day. She's ready to take the burden. Welcome in, Miss Amanda. Scrolling down. Scrolling down. Sharon says, her answer to the question of the live. When I smell Giorgio Beverly Hills, as it was the first perfume my hubby bought me, I believe I was 18 way back then. You were 18 way back then? Oh my gosh, you were never that young. Giorgio, I don't entirely remember. When it comes to men's smell, oh my gosh, I used to drop to the floor with anyone, no matter what they looked like, if they wore CK1. Oh my gosh, that smell on a man. Hormones. Wow, they're dangerous. Hormones are pretty lethal. But yeah, Giorgio, I really can't remember. CK1 definitely. I'm pretty sure CK1 is still about. Miss Sandrine, Purple Crochet and More with Dreamy. She says, hi all, welcome in, Sandrine, welcome in. And ads are incoming. Be warned, ads are incoming. Miss Amanda says, have a glass of bubbly sitting in the bathroom, keeping an eye on the fish in the tub, aka Mini-Me. Oh, and she sat there with bubbly and the kids in with bubbly. As long as you don't get the two mixed up. Judy, welcome in, Miss Judy. Judy Hock. She says, hello, wonderful yarny friends. There you go. Nice. Say hello. Adverts incoming in 15 seconds. Scrolling down. Snaily we'll get to in a moment because we're doing the countdown to the ads, which start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ads inserted. Snaily says her answer to the question of the live. On the rare occasion I buy tomatoes on the vine. Oh yeah. It's like standing in my granddad's greenhouse again. Why don't you grow your own tomatoes? Why? Why not? Grow your own tomatoes and then you will have that so often and you can invoke that yourself and have the amazing wonderfulness of homegrown tomatoes. Save a little bit on the pennies. Miss Doris, her answer to the question of the live is a horse stable. Oh, yeah. I miss being at the stables. The smell of horse is the best therapy for me. Preaching to the converted, girl. Preaching to the converted. I love to when I go down the road and see the horses and give them a good stroke. I love getting the horse grease on me. I don't know how weird that sounds, but I love getting horse grease on me because the smell of the horse, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Love it. And then of course there's the hoof oil and the saddle soap, which I'm really gutted. Bless her, Karen got me some saddle soap because I love the smell so much, and the saddle soap is unscented. Why is it unscented? So gutted. So gutted. But that would be one of those that, you know, I'd never use a saddle soap. I'd just open it every now and again and give it a good whiff and put it back again. I've got a few places around the house where I've got that kind of thing going on. In my fridge, I have some calamine lotion. And yes, it's pink. But the smell, oh, I love it. So that's in the fridge. And all I ever do is just open it and whiff it after I've shook it a bit. In the bathroom, I've got a very last little bit of DKNY, the green apple. And every now and again, I just open it up, take a whiff. I love it. Love it. Same with FC UK 2, which hasn't existed for probably decades now. But FC UK 2 I have as body spray. Never used it. But every now and again, I'll open it and take a whiff. In the bedroom, I have, okay, it's Oma smell, but I have a miniature bottle of is it 15 or 1611, whichever one that is, but I've got a miniature bottle of it. And like yesterday, I had a pretty down moment about my grandmother, and I went and sat on the edge of the bed and I took the bottle out and I sniffed it and put a teeny little bit on the end of my nose. It's what I do. I'm weird. I don't care. Scrolling down, Ivy says, I can't believe how long it took for her to get her butterfly. Was sent on the 24th. Well, you know, it's got to go through planes and stuff. Hello? But at least she got it. At the end of the day, it'd be exceptionally annoying if you'd sent it on the 24th and it never turned up. So let's be grateful. She got it. She loves it. I'm jealous. It's all good. It's all good. And I'm very, very thankful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Riggles says, to me, it means new growth and fresh foods. Fertilizer? That was you, wasn't it? On the farm. I'm guessing you mean the fertilizer thingy, I think. That one's like a horse tablet. It's horrible. Ooh. Angela! Miss Angela Wright. Welcome in, Angela. She says, hi, Lisa and Beany. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine today. Drinking water and working on my bumblebee. She's making a bumblebee. She was making a top last week. Missy. Hang on, I'm just going to sit differently because my knee's hurting. Ooh. All the twisting. You see how hot I am? I'm turning into a bleeding radish. Hang on a second. Sorry. Scrolling down, lots of hellos, that's good. Now I'm scrolling up because I jumped. I saw Amanda and then poof, she jumped. So going back up. Where is she? Where's our Scraptastic? Oh my gosh, I am really far behind, huh? There we go. Amanda says, oh, and I stopped at the post office earlier. Ladybird will soon have a little something to play with. Did you make a square? For those that don't know, I mean, I don't know how you don't know, but I'm going to keep on constantly reminding. So I am intending to make a subscriber blanket. You guys put in the work, I put it together, create a blanket to kind of have as a look what you guys have done. It's you guys that keep me going kind of thing. So I'm asking anybody who is willing to make a square. It doesn't have to be a granny square. It can be a square dishcloth, or it can be a square that's just one stitch all the way through it. It can be a plain single crocheted square and then you embroider something on it. It can be 3D, it can be flat, it can be double-sided. As long as it is made with DK or Aran weight. I'm going to put them all together with cream. And I'm sure there's something. Oh, yeah, and the size. It needs to be 7 inches squared. I'm not going to be blocking anything. If you want to block it, that's up to you. But I won't be. But I do ask, if you are sending anything, please, no perfumes, or if you end up washing it first, because I know some people rather do that. If you're going to wash it first, please unscented as best you can, or at least wash it and then air it for about 5 days before you send it, just so the perfume's out, because otherwise you're going to kill me. But yes, if you would be willing to make a square, or maybe even a maximum of 4, I would very, very much appreciate it, and you can be part of my subscriber blanket. So far, I have got 4 from Nancy, Frenchie's Fibre Files. Each of her 4 were all kitty themed, and I have one from Miss Cassetta at Setta's Place. very, very setter. And I know at the moment there are 2 coming from South Africa, that one is a sunflower and the other one, love it. Yeah, I've seen them. The other one is Beany's back paw. She asked for pictures of Beany's toe beans, and she ended up creating one of Beany's back paws. So there's 2 coming from there, and I know there's another 4 coming from South Africa sometime this month. So I know they're coming, but obviously the more I've got, the better, the bigger the better blanket will be. I am hoping to put it together at the end of December. If I definitely know there are no more coming in, I'll do my best for it to be put together for the new year. If I know there's others coming in, then, you know, I'll hold off a little bit. But yes, squares is, if you could, pleases. And yes, they can be knitted as well. As long as I can crochet them together, we're all good. And heck, knitting's similar, still yarny. I'll happily do it. Scrolly down, scrolly down, scrolly down, scrolly down, scrolly down. Welcome in, Lucy. Lucy's Crochet Spot. She says, hello all. Don't forget the thumbs. A lot of people have forgotten the thumbs, or they just can't be bothered, or they really, really don't want to, because we're on 14 and we've got 24 in. Scrolling down. Question of the live. What smell takes you immediately back to a time aged under 20? Just make sure you please start your answer with QotL, question of the live, so I know what you're talking about. Otherwise my brain will just go which is pretty normal, huh? Miss Angela took away her message. No, Judy, thank you very, very much, Miss Judy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Judy just sent well, she didn't just send it, I'm sure she sent it quite a while ago, but I've been yapping. Thank you very much, Judy, for the super chat. I'm going to go with it's a chat because there's no sticker there. I don't know the difference between the two. I really don't. Miss Stephanie Blackburn, welcome in, Miss Stephanie. She says, hello, Lisa. Stephanie, I have read your email. I will get back to you. I promise I'll get back to you. I've just got to find words. Good point, actually. Good point. Yes, let's put you on the prayer list. Let's put you on the prayer list, my dear. Which means in a moment I'm going to have to ask one of the ladies to do the prayer command again, but not yet because I haven't put her in yet. Let's add Stephanie. Stephanie, comma, scroll it down, submit. There we go. Okay. Zara, if you could do the prayer command, please. I will replace as soon as I get to it. I'll replace this one with the new one. Scrolling down, Perp says hello to everyone. Busy finishing a baby blanket and sewing ends in, so I'm not chatting. She's sewing ends. I mean, at least she's not counting, which is something. Cindy, Lulu's Treasure Trove. Welcome in, Miss Cindy. She says, hi, Lisa. Hugs. See, I'm going to do two different emotions now. There's that hug and there's that hug. She just did that hug. The blue one. Joe says, the smell of vanilla. Lady Joe says, the smell of vanilla brings me back to where my mom would be cooking, baking cookies and things like that. It was good times, and I miss that since she's no longer with us. with vanilla, I'm good with vanilla. Vanilla's a good scent for me. Sorry. Bring it up a little bit. One good tip, and that might help you with remembering your mum. One good tip: grab a pod, a vanilla pod, and put it wherever you store your sugar. Open your sugar, put the vanilla pod in, close it up. It helps keep the sugar fresh, and it also gives it a nice smell. But every time you open the sugar, you'll get the waft of vanilla. Get two things out of it. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Eddie says hot stuff coming through. Is that because I had a dream of you? Lucy says her answer to the question of the live is, I don't drink coffee, can't stand the taste, but I love the smell of coffee, because the only time my mum made coffee was when my grandparents were coming over. Ah, yeah, back in yesteryear, yeah, you knew people were coming over if the coffee pot got put on. Oh yeah, the percolator bubbling away. The thing going through the filter and into the jug, and you're like, who's coming? Who is it? And then the cups and saucers came out. No mugs. No. That was for common times. Cups and saucers came out. Yeah. Nice. Scrolling down. Fairy says, I was just watching the video of your Happy Mail and I am so in love with those postcards. They're on my bookshelf. Bless him. Mr. Jim did the photos. Gobsmacked, like really gobsmacked. That whole flipping Happy Mail, it kind of got to me a little bit. But yeah, I've got the postcards up on my bookshelf. They're right in front of me right now, so that I can sit here and literally ogle them. They've got to go in the collection, they have to, but yeah, no one can beat the people that do like completely unique stuff. Not that it's a competition, because it really isn't, but you know what I mean. Scrolling down. Oh, Judy. Oh, Judy's gifted Miss Nancy. Thank you very much, Miss Judy. Thank you. Miss Nancy, Little Treasures by Nancy, has been given membership again. Scrolling down. There we go. Cindy says, how has 8 months passed so fast? Thanks for all you do. You know, the amount of times where I've gone into my what do you call it? You know, into the monetization bit, and I've looked at the members, and I'm like, they only joined a little while ago. 9 months? That's not right. Yeah, floors me. I have an email from Miss Sharon. I so want to show it, but YouTube will kick me. Oh, look at his big ears. Boop. Oh, bless him. Getting pictures of Binks, Miss Sharon's cat. Miss Doris, 9-month member. She says so thankful for being here. I do owe I still haven't done any. Since getting all the prizes out from the Podiversary, I still haven't done any members packs. I've done postcards, haven't done any members packs. So I am hoping it definitely won't be this weekend. Definitely not. But probably it won't be next week. It won't be the weekend after either. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks tomorrow, I will start doing the members packs again. But of course, in a couple of weeks, the advent calendars will be ready as well, which means I need to shift my bum and actually put some together, because I haven't put them together yet. I've got a bag full of yarn, a bag full of things, and a bag full of tissue papers, and a wad of boxes. And I've got to have my own little like production line ready and go, right, one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. I'm not looking forward to doing it. I need to hire some help, really. Miss Cindy says hello to everyone coming and going. In and out, and in and out and in. Ooh. That was a bit too much. Judy says, Old Spice takes me back to my childhood and my dad. Now, Old Spice is one that really, really makes me gag. As soon as I smell it, I think, old man, and it just makes me gag. It's not, it's an old man, it's the smell that makes me gag, but it always reminds me of an old man. My first real boyfriend, his dad loved Old Spice and would smother himself in it so often. And the amount of times where I used to get to their house, he'd walk by and I'd have to run up to the bathroom and chuck my guts up. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. Oh, but I know so many. I mean, it's been around for goodness knows how long. So many people love it, men and women. Me? Nah. Scrolly down, 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 scrolly down. You're saying hello to each other. Marie Chavez. Miss Marie says, just tried looking for Impulse 02 lime green and there is no such item on the website. No, Miss Marie, Impulse 02, like oxygen, symbol for oxygen, that we H2O, but this is O2. Impulse throwback lime green canister. And back in the day, these, when this first came out, these cans were like a matte finish. I don't know why, it just made it more special, but it does exist. I can assure you it does. You don't want to put the words lime green in, but it's Impulse 02 body spray, lemon and freesia. Now, normally freesia makes me run for the hills. The lemon part, bring it on. Could use a dose of sourness every now and again. Need to top up. Cindy says, chlorine smells in a clean pool take me back to my best young years spent swimming with my dad before he died. I seriously love the smell of chlorinated pools. So bleach is that's not a thing, but actual, like, would it be partially to do with the sight or the sound as well as the smell? Maybe. But I can get that. I get that. Miss Yolanda Perkins. She says, good morning, everyone, with a big Yolanda, did I get your address off you for the members postcard? I kind of sort of think I did write you a postcard, but at the same time I'm like, maybe I didn't. I know I definitely wrote one for Angela. I can't remember if I wrote you one. Can't remember. But welcome in. Marie. Oh, yay! Didn't get booted. Because she spoke, and normally it boots her out. Rita says, Grandma used a body spray with, oh my gosh. Thanks, Rita. Yekunval? No idea of the English name. So every year when I can pick the flowers, I get such a good feeling. I lost her when I was 12 years old. It was a Sunday. Oh my gosh. Wow. You even remember the day. Yekunval. Weirdly, that looks like a familiar word, but I don't know. I might have to look it up. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look so we know what we're talking about. Oh, I'm getting a hot flush again. Lily of the Valley! I've got Lily of the Valley outside my bedroom window. I'm not good with the smell of it, but I love Lily of the Valley. I like them. I sell the plants. They're very, very invasive, but yeah, I've got them right outside the bedroom window. Scrolling down. Oh, Marie did get kicked after all. Sorry, Marie. Cindy says, I love vanilla too. Mum used to make the best banana pudding. Now, when you guys say pudding, you mean like a whip or a mousse or that kind of consistency, right? I think. I know I failed with that guesswork quite a few times, so who knows. Scrolling down, Rita says, one day I will get a greenhouse so I can grow my own tomatoes, grapes, bell peppers. You can grow your own tomatoes without a greenhouse. You don't even need the ground. You just need a pot. In fact, you don't even need a pot because you can buy just like a tomato grow bag, and it's only about that deep, and you can grow absolutely marvelous tomatoes in it. Rudy, welcome in, Rudy. 20-1 in the afternoon, or at least it was when, bless her, she wrote that, and that was like 25 minutes ago. I'm 25 minutes behind in the chat. Oh my gosh, and that's with slow mode on. I have issues. Well, we know I have issues, but you know. We've got somebody going on the wheel. We've got somebody going on the wheel, so I'm going to have to turn the camera so that you can. Oh, I've got the wrong wheel up. Hang on. Been putting people on the wheel for September's Loyalty Lovelies, but I need the super chat wheel up because otherwise I can't put Miss Lucy on it, even though she's already on it. There we go. Lucy's going round and round, round and round, round and round. Lucy's going round and round all day long. And we're giving her another 4 entries. It's the Lucy wheel. Ta-da! Oh, I'm vibrating again. Okay, I'm coming. Whoever's vibrating me, I'm coming. Hang on. Let me bring the thingy back. Somebody's making me vibrate. That sounds very, very wrong. Thank you very, very much, Lucy. I have it. I will mark it onto Nightbot when the live goes down. For those that don't know, I've kind of thought, well, you know what? I've got the living room done. I was for a good few years wanting to get the bathroom done, but now the bathroom's been wet roomed. I can't do my tiles in there. I don't need to do my bedroom. Beany's bedroom has been done, or at least half done. I want the kitchen done. I've got a red floor and there's nothing red in there. I want to get the kitchen done, but I want to get it tiled, not linoed. Just got to find out who on earth would do it. Anyway, ads coming in 2, 1. Zara and Karen, if you haven't already, can you please put a break in the chat? Cindy says that sounds beautiful, Lisa, about the horses. Oh, I love them. I love them. Judy says a cloth, a salt shaker, and a tomato plant. Heavenly. A cloth, a salt shaker, and a tomato plant. What is this concoction you speak of? And Cindy's agreeing. I don't know what I'm agreeing to. Doris says, do you know what brand of saddle soap? I wonder if I can get it over here, or would any brand? It's just the smell of saddle soap. It's the smell. It's not a brand. It's just the smell. Unfortunately, of course, well, not of course, but Karen doesn't have horses, so she tried her luck. She bought a saddle soap for me, sent it over, and I was like, oh! Whipped it open, and it's unscented. And I'm so gutted. I think the best thing to do would be to find somebody with horses. Weirdly, ask them if you can smell their saddle soap and what brand is it. If it smells, I'm guessing, they all smell the same. There's no lavender scented saddle soap or rose hip and Garnier. But yeah, just saddle soap. Saddle soap and hoof oil, but saddle soap. Miss Yolanda is starting her laundry. You can do mine as well if you like. Happily let you. Got to see where I am. Because I've just bumped. There I am. Okay. Rita says, no, you're not weird, Lisa. Are you sure? Like, for real? For real? Many of us do it, using smells for comfort. Whatever makes you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. I could show you the tin that Karen got me, because it's in my cupboard. It's under my sink in the kitchen. I didn't know it came unscented. Never used it before and don't know anything about saddle soap. There you go. I didn't know it came unscented either. I had no clue. Sharon says, I do apologise if I miss anything. I'm knitting a 2-colour sock for the first time and my brain hurts. Ooh. Are you using the afterthought heel? Are you using a kiss heel? Are you using a heel on the go? I'm asking. I know Ingrid would want to know. Rita says 2 days ago they were getting the perfume out on the field, the perfume, to my parents' place, so 2 meters from the wall, and we all were saying that the perfume is coming out. Let's get the clothes in. So you'd be like one of the ladies on the bus this morning then. Welcome in, Ninja, Miss Amagurumi Ninja. She says, hello. Kiss, kiss. Welcome in. Good evening, Miss Ninja. Scrolling down, Miss Stephanie says, sorry, had to leave for a bit. My husband wanted to shave his mustache because he can't take care of it because of Parkinson's, but I trimmed it for him. He's had his mustache since he was 13. Flipping heck! Wow! Wow! What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. Oh, Lisa, heavens. Oh. Ninj says, my 4 almost complete. I don't know what 4 she's on about. I don't know what I said. I mean, that was ages ago. When were we looking? 1848. Oh my gosh, it's nearly half hour ago. I'm so far behind. Marie says, sorry, I've got to run, but I will re-watch later today. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And she gives hugs and a rose and peace. Take care, Miss Marie. I'm glad we didn't kick you out into oblivion. YouTube. Joe says, I would send squares, but I am a smoker and don't want to send anything that smells of smoke. You know, that isn't something that I'd actually thought of. And yes, I am intolerant to the smell of smoke. I am. But what I can guarantee is I am more than happy, whoever is a smoker out there, if they don't want to wash the thing and then send it straight on, send it to me, but email me and say, when this comes, I haven't washed it, and I'm a smoker, and I'll put it straight in the wash. I have no problems with that. I do all my laundry on a 30-degree, so it shouldn't hurt any wool or anything. And I come from a family of smokers. I'm the only non-smoker in my entire family. So it's not as if, like, I'm thinking, oh, you're disgusting. Okay, well, I might think that, but I'll keep it in my brain. It doesn't bother me. If you would be willing to make, then please do send and just let me know. You know, it needs washing. That's perfectly fine. Not a problem at all. Scrolling down, Doris says, I'm working on number 2 of 4 squares for you, Miss Lisa. She's making 4 as well. See, with these squares, they might represent you. They might represent this channel. They might represent where you're from. They might be your favorite colors. They might be my favorite color. It can be absolutely anything. Anything. It's your imagination. You do with it whatever you like. Yeah, there you go. Ninj. She says, I smoke too. Just air them out. There you go. I tell Ninj stuff stinks quite a lot, and I just wash it. Done. She was very smelly when she was here. Very, very smelly. Smelly Ninj. I'm stinky, she's smelly. Joe says, I normally wash everything I make a couple of times. Right, there's the new prayers. So let me repin. There we go. Okay, so up here now we should have Stephanie in the list now. Stephanie has been added. Thank you very much for that, Miss Sarah. Riggles says, still working on my corner to corner with a 3.5mm hook. How much have you got left to do? Joe says, I've never tried a corner to corner. You know, I put that off for a little while and then I thought, I've got to do it. Nah. And literally at the point where I said nah, I had an email come in and somebody asked if I could do a tutorial on corner to corner, and I'm like, oh no. So I had to learn really quick, and then I did a tutorial for it, and I'm like, why did I put that off? It's easy. It's easy when you get used to it, like anything. when you get used to it, it's easy. Scrolling down, Yolanda says, I had an awesome candle that smelled like coffee. I've got to look up to see if it is available still. You've said candles, so I'm going to throw this out there, and people are going to be surprised again, because this will be the second pink thing. Yankee Candles make a scent called Pink Sands. I love it. I love it so much. I don't love the colour. I love the smell of Pink Sands by Yankee Candle. I've got one wax melt of it, and it's, I apologise, this is a little bit TMI, it's in my knicker drawer because I don't want to use it, and I again, it's one of those, every now and again I'll just take it out and whiff it. Not my knickers, the wax melt. Get your mind out the gutter. Sharon says, sent you a picture to put a smile on your face, Mr. Binks. God, that's how far behind I am, flipping heck. Riggles, if you try a corner to corner, please take my advice and use a thicker yarn and a bigger hook. Rita is almost in Oslo, and then I need a comfort break. Does that mean a whittle? Is that what a comfort break is? Yolanda, I like to wear a Stetson occasionally, just a smidge. It's the Merrell's, no, men's version, but it smells different on me. I like to wear Stetson. Is this a eau de toilette thing? I'm guessing. I have to guess because I don't know. I'll ask. Joe, no cologne for me. I just smell like dial soap. Okay. I'd expect you to smell like a gardener, really, but yeah, okay. 42 inches wide and 50, missed it, 58 squares. You get in there, girl, you get in there. I like the lavender bar soap. It's an anti-inflammatory and antiseptic, good stuff. Miss Terry, welcome in. Terry Faria. I remembered, like Maria. Faria. There we go. Terry Faria. She says, hi, Lisa, all in chat. Saddle soap? Question mark. Yeah, saddle soap. Ninja was talking about squares. I'm nearly there. Oh, my gosh, we might actually get some link drops. If you are a creator and you would like your link dropping now, please put in the chat an emoji of a nose. Schnoz. Nase. Nase. Küffelschnitzel. Perp. If you want unusual tiles, you should see what they sell where Snaily works. Where does Snaily work? Welcome in, Miss Sherry. Sherry Knoll says, hello, Miss Lisa and all chatters. Bear with us while we do the link drops, Miss Sherry. She says, Lisa, if you are going to sing, you need to make up your own little jingles. Did I sing something? Oh, yeah, that was ages ago. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. It's because of the moustache, like from age 13. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Put the emoji of a nose if you want your link dropping. Sherry says, being a former smoker, I feel that way about myself. I had an executive secretary job in the CFO of Service Credit Union. I can't believe how bad I smelled going into work daily, but I realise now. I'm going to get murdered for this. And that's why I don't ever mention them on the channel, because it's public. My mother, my real mother, I've started. I may as well finish it. She started dating somebody and he hated smokers. So she would, before meeting him, she would have a shower, a scrub, douse herself with white musk into oblivion. And the amount of times where he turned around and went, "You've been near a smoker. I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter how much you scrub and you spray. It's in your skin. It's inside you. It comes out. You can't hide it." She married him and still pretended like she never smoked. Yeah. Sherry says, corner to corner is very fun stitch. I have only made one. Have you ever tried 2 double crochet rows at the same time? Yes. And nobody's put a nose, so I'm guessing nobody wants a link dropped. Sherry says, Pink Sands is yummy. I have that kind of, there you go. Somebody that can vouch for me. Well, if nobody wants a channel drop in, then okay, well, the chat's open again. I've caught up. It's only taken me an hour and 15 minutes to get to this point, but the chat is open because nobody wants a link dropping. And I'm sure Miss Karen is like, woohoo! Don't have to do any links, I guess. And with that, I forgot to, she's not even in here, but for anyone that saw the happy mail from Mel, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it. It's a little bit big, but I'm wearing it. I'm sure I'm wearing it completely wrong, but I'm wearing it. What else? I have no stitch markers to show you. I did put earrings up on Etsy last week, which I didn't show you guys because, you know, earrings have got nothing to do with crochet. But I did put earrings on the Etsy. And there's one mystery box left. One got sent off today. There's one left. And then we're all out again. All out. Ferry says, I would love to send you my first square that I make because you are such an amazing person. It's like, oh, Fairy. She don't know me, does she? Fairy, if you're willing to make a square, I would happily take it. I'm making sure that all the squares that I receive have got the person's name on them before I put them on the blanket. And I have thought about this and I have made an executive decision. Originally, I was going to mix all the squares up and then put them in a pile and just what came out the pile went on. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is however many squares a person sends me, I'm putting them together. So as an example, Frenchie's 4 will be all 4 together. And then Cassetta's 1. And then Sonia's from South Africa, her 2, etc., rather than mixing them all up. And then when the blanket is being done, I'm going to draw it out in one of my crochet notebooks with the names of each square so that I can always refer back to it. Because I'm almost certain if I've got it here with me, someone might turn around and go, oh, who made that square? And I can go, oh, hang on a second. And I can get my book and go, that one was made by Jason Orange. Well, maybe not Jason Orange. I'm sure he wouldn't make me a crochet square. I don't know why he came into my head. But yeah. So, you know, I can keep you there and I know who's who and stuff. Doris says, I saw the earrings, so cute, and I love it. Which earrings? The dragonflies. Good point, actually. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Perp. And there was someone else I needed to thank. Who was the other person? Michaela, but she's not here. Because all of you went in and just went favorite. Thank you very much. Thank you. There's a lot that's... I'm not B Palmer. Who the heck is B Palmer? Hi, B Palmer. We've received your parcel and delivery is due tomorrow. Who's B Palmer? That's very random. Okay, Miss Ingrid has sent a message to all of you. Kiss, hug, kiss, hug. That's to you, Beansies, and all the lovelies in the chat. I'm so sorry again not being able to come visit with you, all my favourites. Mwah, hug, mwah, hug. She's in load shedding again. It's always at an awkward time of night when I'm live. Poor Miss Ingrid. Miss Dragon Cat, welcome in, Miss Dragon Cat. Hello, hello, hello. She says, hey everyone, with the rivers. Sherry says, I saw your lovely happy mail from Mel. Miss Mel. Oh my gosh. I really, really want to do something with this pin. And I think what I might do is add it to my my record bag. I mean, it's not a record bag, but it's a style of a record bag, which I take almost everywhere. But my toe beans pin, absolutely blooming love it. That makes it kind of sound like she sent that whole box and you just like the pin. No. But that's kind of like the little thing, you know. But I think I'm going to put it on my bag, I think, because I want it with me. I used to have, when I used to wear coats, when I was a little bit smaller, every single coat I own, every jacket I own, every blazer I own, I have a little Ladybird brooch on. So I can't put it on a coat. And I don't wear coats enough. I don't wear them at all anymore. I'm too fat. So I'm thinking I want that with me a lot. And I take my record bag with me a lot. So I'm thinking I'm putting it on my record bag. But I'm wearing the skirt. Well, it might be wearing me. Maybe. Miss Snaily said something and then it jumped. Where are you, Snaily? There she is. Snaily says, don't know if I'm allowed to say where I work, Mum. Might be advertising. Well, you can kind of... I mean, we know Sharon works at Morrison's. You could kind of turn around and say, you know that DIY store place? The big DIY store. You can do that. Riggles says, I am 20 and a half rows from halfway done with this one. Have two more after this, depending on the amount it takes. I may double up on the yarn for the other two. I would. I would. Sherry says, I have been researching for different squares and I actually have a granny square book. Do you know what? I hate granny squares. Personally, I hate granny squares. And yet I've got two granny square books because one of them has a ladybird on it. And the other one, I think the other book is flowers. I think. I mean, I'm not opposed to making squares if I really have to, but I'd much rather make, like, if somebody asked me to make a square for a blanket, I'd probably make something like that. rather than a granny square, because I don't like granny squares. But that's me making them. I don't like, I can make them. I don't like making them. I just find this sounds so bad again, but I find the granny square is associated with grannies. It's like you think of, like, somebody says like, oh, I went to stay with my grandmother's at the weekend, bless her, she kept me warm with her blanket, and immediately you think of the granny stitch blanket, which is all like ragamuffin, immediately. And it just makes me go, oh no problem with traditional stitches, traditional patterns, etc., but granny stitch, just not for me. Some look really pretty, you know, when you're covering most of the granny square, but I'm not a fan personally. 1:30 with Rudy, and I hope you've had some lunch. I hope you've had something to eat, Rudy. Oh, hang on, we've got messages back for Ingrid. Hang on, let me copy and paste so that she gets it. Copy and take it over to her. There we go, because I like to pass on messages. Sherry says, I'm making Boggy Creek blankets, and blankets are my least favourite thing to crochet. I'm making one right now with Bernat Pipsqueak. Oh, I haven't heard of Pipsqueak. And learning thick yarns make quicker blankets. I've got an anniversary cake on the go. It's nearly finished, and then I start the second anniversary cake, trying to make a blanket. And thanks to that happy mail today, oh my gosh, I've got another blanket incoming. But I made a promise to somebody who's in here right now that the next big project that I make, I mean, it's not big, but you know, it's big. I'm going to be making a shawl with cashmere and, is it kid goat? Or is it alpaca? Either way, it's cashmere, and I'm going to be making a shawl which is on my bucket list, and it's going to be beaded. So I've got to buy some beadies, and I haven't decided which beadies to buy yet, but I've got a feeling I'm starting that in September. Secret Santa and Christmas card exchange. Now, at the moment, there's only been 5 people that have signed up to the Secret Santa. A lot, no, not even a lot more. I think maybe double that. At a push, 12 people have signed up for the Christmas card exchange. If we don't get more people for the Secret Santa, we can't do it. It's just going to be really silly. So if you would like to take part in the Secret Santa, you have to be willing to send internationally. Postage does not count as your minimum spend. It has to be a physical gift that you have wrapped to send it on to someone, so they literally can open it. Hello? You coming to say hello? I know. Look, you can say hello to the peoples. You going to say hello to the peoples? That's it, just headbutt it. Or maybe you heard of her right now. She's in here though. But I will be drawing names on the 1st if we get enough people. At the moment, there's nowhere near enough, like nowhere near enough people. Nowhere near. Christmas card exchange. If you'd like to do Christmas cards, I'm not going to hold that against you, but email me with cards in the subject line, and in the main body of the email, whether you think I know it or not, I need your address in the main body and how many people you'd like to send a Christmas card to. Secret Santa, Santa, or Secret Santa in the subject line. Again, your address, whether you think I know it or not, and as many details as possible about you so that I can pass it on to the other person and they get a better understanding of who you are, what you like, what you don't like, etc. But yeah, 1st of September, I should be showing people. Ads incoming in 3, 2, 1. It's the last of the ads. Angela says, is a 4-ply a DK yarn? Yes, it can be. Ordinarily speaking, yes. But so can a 3-ply. But generally speaking, it's better. It's safe to say yes, Angela. A 4-ply is a DK. Yes. Let me send the Ingrid, me lovely. Let me send that. Oh my gosh, I'm going through a hot flush again. Whew. Sandy! Oh my golly gosh. Miss Sandy! You popped up out of the woodwork. Hello. Left is right crochet with Sandy. She says, hey, lovely ladybird. Hello. Oh my gosh. I've been so worried about you, and because I haven't heard anything either. You know, I've sent you a couple of emails and got nothing back, and I've been worried. Yes, my love. I can't aim the camera down at you. Look, even if I do that, oh yeah, I can. Look, let's do that. Look. There you go. Is that good? Is it nice? Is it nice? I'll read the chat. You enjoy your stroke. Where am I? I saw Sandy and then everything went poof. There she is. Okay. Sherry says, I am getting that Lisa is a lover of blue. Royal blue, Sherry. Yeah, royal blue for sure. And Miss Sandy says, hi all my fabulous yarny friends. Oh, it's nice to see Miss Sandy. Oh. Hang on. Why? Okay, I don't know if I can show you this, but I'll try. So she's, oh my gosh, I can't do it because otherwise it'll cut me out of YouTube. I'm gonna put it up. She sat on the very, very front of my skirt on the edge of the sofa. I don't know why. I don't know, but she's very, very hot. Scrolling down, Ninja says, oh my gosh, my washing machine just got... Why? It went kaput? What did you do? Have you got it insured? Sandy says, I really dislike granny squares as well. Oh, I'm not the only one. Just feel bored with them. Yes, there's that as well. Oh, I'm so glad. I've never heard anybody else say that they don't like granny squares. I've never heard anybody else say it. And I was just like, there's got to be someone somewhere. Yes, Sandy. Oh, I don't feel quite so bad. Karen says, I don't mind making granny squares. It's the sewing together part that I hate. And I'm poop at the join as you go method. See, now, I don't like sewing. Are you going to fall asleep? You awkward mess. She loves this skirt. She loves the material. I guess because it's like papery. Like, well, it's not papery, but it's, I don't know. She's here on the very edge of the sofa in front of my legs, boiling me to death, just sitting on the skirt. I crochet rather than sew. I'll do, depending on what the item is, I guess. But I usually do back loop to back loop, usually, and crochet join rather than sewing. I'm not overly keen on sewing. I'm not a sewer. Cindy says, oh, this is so beautiful, the blue square. Oh, my mosaic. This is, how many are we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in. I'm just about to start the 13th out of 23. But this is the very last one of this pattern that I need to make. And then I've got, I don't know even how many I've made. I don't know. I've got a few of these, but then I start another blue. The silver will stay, but it'll be a different blue that goes with the silver and a different pattern. And then I've got to make like 5. No, it's got to be more than that. 8 of that square. Yeah. I enjoy making that. I do enjoy it. It's quite therapeutic for me. And I don't say that about crochet very often. I really don't. Snaily says, in that case, I package samples for your tiles. I package samples for your tiles. As in floor tiles? Package samples for your tiles. Maybe. Riggles says, my sister sent me a tiny ladybird for Sister's Day. There's a Sister's Day? It had a card with a saying about what it stood for. Was it about, well, no, it could be anything. Ladybirds are very lucky. They're supposedly very lucky. They're supposed to, if one lands on you, you wait until it flies off, and whichever direction it goes in, that's where your true love lies and stuff. I can't think of another thing that ladybirds mean. They're what I know anyway. A little bit I know. Sherry says, Lisa, that pin reminds me of a picture I found online that I saved to make as an iron-on decal. Rock, paper, scissors, 3 kitty paws. Rock, closed paw. Paper is open paw, and scissors is paw with claws. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm going to have to go in and have a nosy and try and see if I can find it. I love it. Ninja says, including Lisa's 4 squares, I've made 32 in the past month. Oh yeah, you had the blanket, didn't you? Are you making another blanket now? I can't remember if you said you're making another one or not. I'm stroking the bean here. I'm not just randomly moving my hand. There's a bean's head right there. Oh no, Ninja's back to amigurumis again. Sherry says, I don't care for original old-fashioned granny squares, but I love the willow square. Willow square's pretty. The one that I found recently was when I was doing my community tab to ask you guys, you know, would you be willing to make squares? I did 3 or 4 pictures to try and inspire. And one of those, Asteria, is it the Asteria? Oh, it's so pretty. Either way, it's so pretty. And I'm just like, oh, I love it. And I had no idea I had it on my pattern wish list. It's not on my pattern wish list anymore because I've got the pattern now. But it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm a very tactile person. That doesn't mean if you make flat squares, I'm not going to like them or appreciate them. I really will, because you've put effort into it and you've done it. But I love texture. I love crinkly sounds. So like when you've got the baby toys that have got like the plastic inside them, that when you squidge them you can hear the crinkle. I love that. I love being able to fiddle and play, you know. That sounds really wrong. I can just imagine what Joe's head's saying right now. Anywho, Miss Slug, welcome in. Slug, the naked snail, aka Demetra. Demetra, welcome in. She says hello to everyone. Please say hello to Demetra. Sherry says the mandala squares they use to make the ponchos are very nice too. Well, I'm not okay. I've got a poncho on Rojan right now. My beaded poncho is on Rojan. I'm not a poncho person at all. But I think if I made another one, I'd have to do it in a similar style. I'm not overly keen on the 4 squares thing. I mean, let's face it, thank goodness we've all got different tastes. Thank goodness we've all got different skill sets. Thank goodness we're all unique in our own little way, because we're not all sheep. We'd be boring if we were. I'm not saying sheep are boring. Bless their hearts. Bless their bleating hearts. They're lovely and they help us do the people that don't use plastic, that use the natural stuff, we're very grateful for the wool, for the fleece. A little tangent, wow. Sharon says, oh yeah, the happy mail that made me cry. Which happy mail? Mel's or Judith's? I can see those little floaty hearts. I don't know who's doing it, but I saw them earlier as well when we were saying hello to Beany. Sherry says, when people think of knitters or crocheters, they think we all sit around and make the traditional granny square. Exactly. It's like the immediate thing that you think of. Yeah. Oh, look at the people saying hello to Nakey Snail. Sherry says, my nickname at work for years was Snailsy. I love snails. I have one tattooed on top of my foot. Oh, wow. Hey, Snaily, meet Sherry. Wow. There's some of you know her. There's a subscriber that comes in here every now and again called Radwa. She's what do you call them? She sells medicinal products to the doctors and the hospitals and stuff. And she is obsessed with slugs and snails. She thinks they're the most adorable, cutest thing on earth. What I'm not going to tell her is that yesterday I had my incinerator bin out, had to put loads and loads of stuff in, and I had to pick all the snails off, and yet I cooked a lot. Didn't mean to. I cooked a lot. Sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, not sorry, but I'm sorry. They eat a lot of my plants and it really drives me nuts. Riggles has sent a picture of the corner to corner so far. I'll have a little nosy when we're finished, because we're soon to be finished. I know I definitely saw it at the start, so it'd be nice to see where you are now. Cindy says, hi, precious Beany. Oh, she's hot. She's sprawled on the carpet now. Love and hugs to our Beany today. See, if I'd seen that sooner and you were still up here, I could have given you a hug, couldn't I? She's wafting a tail. I think that's some sort of acknowledgement. Doris heard the Beany purrs. Cindy has to go now, but leaving you all with lots of love and prayers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh. Why is it saying way to go, Ladybird? I haven't sold anything. I've had 100 visits to my shop this week and 1 sale. It's because everything's poo, isn't it? I know. Sherry says, well, today is my 63rd birthday. Oh, it's today? How the hell did this happen? My mind says I'm like, right, well, if it's today, everyone knows what's coming. Be warned. Close your ears, because it ain't going to be pretty. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherry, who likes snails. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I wonder if Riggles will do hers. Happy birthday, Miss Sherry. You kept that quiet. Well, not that quiet, actually, because I know that you said it a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't got a brain that works entirely well. So I do apologise that I'd completely forgotten. But happy birthday, my dear. Happy birthday. She's much, much wiser today. Scrolly down. Miss Slug is dropping some jams. Look at all the happy birthdays. I like it. Ninja says, hi, Beany. And there goes the tail again. Sharon says, hi, Beany. And the tail. The tail's like wafting. Sherry signed up for cards and Secret Santa. Sandy says, I think we finished with the horrible health issues. I hope so. I spent most of June in the hospital and am now well on the road to recovery, hoping to resume my weekly videos soon. I miss everyone so much. It's been a long time. It really has. But let's face it, health has got to come first before anything else. There are still going to be people sitting there waiting, wondering. When you go live, there's still going to be crowds in there. But you've got to put health first. Health has it's got to be priority over pixels. Ninja says machine did well. It was 10 years old, just worn out. I know that feeling. Better start saving up. I'm guessing it wasn't insured then, otherwise she wouldn't need to save up. Slug has started sewing again and she loves it. I never started. Yolanda says that's a gorgeous square. Oh, me mosaic. Amacal by Tina. I can't pronounce her second name. I'm sorry, Tina. She's Icelandic. Most people who have delved into mosaic have had a nosy at her videos. But yeah, it's a first mosaic I've done, and I'm absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. I did not realise how easy it was. If I'd known how easy it was, I would have done it so much sooner, because Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Karen is going, Woolly Wednesday. Woolly Wednesday! Yeah, we haven't got long to go. We've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I draw a winner on Wednesday for Woolly Wednesday. And I'm not letting you guys know whether you are actually entered or not this time. I'm stopping all that, because it's not like people seem very grateful anyway. So I'm like, well, why am I wasting my time? But I can tell you for a fact, more than half the people that have entered Woolly Wednesday have not entered Woolly Wednesday, because they either haven't said the keyword or they haven't given a vote. They might have turned around and said anything online or anything in England, or I don't really know, you choose somewhere. It doesn't count. I need the keyword and I need a place that will send internationally. If you haven't already entered, go and have a nosy. There's a dozen different schemes. It's not a dozen different schemes. There's a dozen schemes of our side of the world. Wools, different colours. I think there's a couple of different weights in there this time, but they're all coming from Lovecrafts. If you have already entered and you're like, I know I've already done that, go back, check your comment, make sure it has the keyword, and make sure it has one vote. But do you mind? Teresa's going to murder you. Yeah. You stop it. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. I'm guessing she might have linked it as well. So, you know, it's probably down in the chat somewhere. Sherry says, I bought a new sewing machine 3 years ago with 100 stitches. It intimidated the heck out of me. I picked up crochet around the same time and I haven't touched it since. I started sewing in 3rd grade. Wow. Wow. Fairy says, may I email you after the live? You can email me whenever you like, my dear. Whenever you like. I can see a lot of toe beans right now. Scrolling down, thank you very much, Karen, for the Woolly Wednesday linky doodab. Snaily says they sell all tiles. Company name is Your Tiles. I need to find anybody in England. If you want to help me out, I'd appreciate it. I've got to get a quote for the kitchen, and I know you can't go to a regular carpet place. It's got to be specifically a tile place, and I only know of Wicks. If you know, and I don't just want you to go onto Google and go, oh yeah, look, there's 20 here. If you've heard or if you know a place is good, please let me know. Because I don't want a bodge job. It's going to be a pain in the backside to do. I do want something specific. Well, sort of specific. But yeah, I only know Wicks. So if you know of anywhere, please let me know. Sherry says I could do a 3D square, but it will be all separate things crocheted and added on top. That's cheating. It's however you make it. However you make it. Snelly says I get to play with bubble wrap all day. I mean, wrap with bubble wrap. See, you should be coming away from bubble wrap now and using like that paper stuff that's like honeycombed. Tell your company to get on the environmental bandwagon. And then it says the bag-a-day blanket is done. Sandy says, Ladybird, saying when I was a kid, Ladybird, Ladybird, fly away home, your house is on fire and your children will burn. Thinking of it now, it sounds horrible, but we all said it as children. Now, weirdly, that makes sense. With you saying and your children will burn, I've never heard that ending. I've only heard the ending and your children have all flown and have all gone. I've never heard the burn bit, but that's horrible. Horrible. Sandy, you're still here? Are you going to make me a square, Sandy? Try me luck. I might be lucky enough. Lucy says, I've got to go. Have a great weekend all. Take care, Miss Lucy. And hopefully your weekend goes well. Sherry says, when I buy more iron-on sheets, I'll have to make for you. Could send when I get the squares. Oh, the paws, the rock, paper, scissors paws. She says, I used to make the baby crinkle squares on my sewing machine. You know what they use on the inside? The plastic bags that come with cereal inside them. I mean, it's not very environmentally friendly, is it? But I love that sound. I think Antoinette from Hooking and Stitching Island Style has made one crinkle square for me. And so far as I know, she's the only one that's made a crinkle square, I think. Never know. Might be another couple of people. I don't know. But as long as the whole entire thing isn't crinkle, because that would drive me nuts. It would drop me too lolly. But yeah, heck, girl. Snaily, look, poor snails. I didn't know. I tried to pick them all off, but all of a sudden, like, they were just. Ugh, there were a lot of snails. A lot of snails. Yolanda says, Kate, I'm just going to be lurking now. Dad came over. Good on, Dad. We're going soon anyway, Yolanda, so you're all good, but thank you. Mr. Joe, hugs and love to all. He's off. He's got some work to do. Take care, Mr. Joe. I know you've already gone, but still, take care, Mr. Joe. Sherry says, I actually like escargot too. Butter and garlic, yummy. I haven't tried escargot, and after smelling those burning snails, I don't think I want to. Terry says, happy birthday to Sherry, as does Snaily and Sharon and Dragon Cat. Look, escargot. You gotta be careful. Be careful, there are snail lovers in here. Terry, oh, honeymoon. No, they're not doing a honeymoon. Riggles. Yeah, okay. Watch your ears again. I knew she would. Hippo birthday to use. Hippo birthday to use. Hippo birthday, dear Sherry. Hippo birthday to you from Riggles and her zoo. I knew it was coming. Scrolling down, thank you. Beany, you're going to make me giggle. Sandy says, you want a square? What size? Colour? Type of yarn? Okay, so Sandy, I'm making a subscriber blanket. And I'm asking people to make between 1 and 4 squares, 7-inch, in a DK or an Aran. It can be 3D, it can be flat, it can be double-sided. If you're going to wash it, please use unscented. I'm more than happy if it's sent to me unwashed. Very happy with that. I'm more than happy with that. It's not a problem at all. but 7-inch squares, whether it's a granny or just a one stitch throughout, whether it represents you, whether it represents where you live, whether it represents the channel or myself or Beany. Oh my gosh, if you could see Beany right now. Oh, I so want to show you the bean. She's pretending she's dead. And I want to get the camera and kind of angle it and show you, but I know it will turn off and that'll be it. That'll be the end of the stream before I even get to say goodbye. It's because she's so hot, I think. Kat says, with the Ladybird song where you said, and your children are at home. That was another one. Yes. Yes. See, Sandy has the macabre version. Doris says, my youngest son keeps asking for things with his cutesy eyes. Oh, he knows how to do it, huh? He knows how to do it. See, I tried the cutesy eyes and it doesn't look so cutesy. It's more like, yeah, no. Snaily says the environment bandwagon is too expensive, unfortunately, compared to how cheap they can get bubble wrap. Tried to convert them already. Well, it's costing the earth. I mean, that's way more expensive. But hey ho. Perp says you can buy crinkle rattle sheets for baby. Can you? Can you? Wow. I might have to make a crinkle ladybird. I might have to. Riggles is giving love and hugs to all, and she's good on time because, yeah, we better bugger off. I can't believe I made the 2 hours. I was only expecting to do the 1 hour. So you guys know the Advent calendars go on sale on the 1st of September. Secret Santa, if you want to join in, please look at the community tab. Make sure you're okay with everything before you sign up. The Christmas card exchange as well. Woolly Wednesday, go and check. If you've already entered, go check. Because like I said, over half the people haven't done right. Woolly Wednesday calendar, Secret Santa, squares, card exchange. I think that is everything. And now Beanie's set up right because she knows what's coming. Take care to everybody. Thank you so much for joining in with the live. You guys have made it, the live. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Hopefully next week we will be back without YouTube buggering me around again. And Lucy goes spinning and she'll carry on spinning. She's going to get dizzy. But we'll see you next week, hopefully. Whatever you're doing over the weekend, hope it's a nice one. Keep it happy. Think of the good things. Silver lining and all. And remember your smells. See if you can find that smell that takes you back. See if you can close your eyes and just, even if it's only for a couple of seconds, it's worth the happiness inside.